Well, hello there. So yesterday I uploaded a video which got an age restriction by YouTube, and all that I know is this, that there was clearly a lot of information in there that I was hitting the target with repeatedly, because I also noticed that I was like coughing a lot, especially towards the end, and I was talking about certain political figures doing corrupt chicanery, as well as exposing all of the other nonsense that's been happening. And yeah, it's like this: the more you try to censor me, the more I'm speaking the truth, and the more your ring piece is nipping. And that's only a good thing, isn't it? And I'm not interested how YouTube feels about this. They're quite happy to push child enthusiasts. That's the new saying, child enthusiasts. Yes, they're quite happy to promote child enthusiasts, while they want to censor me exposing child enthusiasts. So the irony's stark, you know. But that's okay, because I already know, looking ahead in the future, of the outcome of YouTube. You are a corrupt corporation that has been getting away with a lot of corrupt activities. You have an imbecilic revenue executive that's going to lose the job and end up in prison. And they do have a weak heart and poor blood circulation, because they live a double life. It's just like the other clowns. They're all having, you know, extracurricular activities, such as, you know, the old Heaney, you know, the old alcohol, you know, they don't have a discipline outlook when indulging in such lethal activities. You have no discipline, you are undisciplined, and so you overindulge in these pleasures that is basically destroying you from the inside, as well as having a psychological impact. And so that is going to, you know, have a detrimental effect to your health, your well-being, your mental and physical and spiritual, although you've all sold your soul. So we can cross out the spiritual aspect, because you're spiritually bankrupt. So yes, so that aside, oh yes, to the hacker who likes to hack shit, I just want to let you know that the cyber security team are watching you very vigilantly. They are very focused on your activities, and you may be finding that you're not as successful hacking into things now, because they've got your number and they're blocking your attempts, and they'll be coming knocking on your door shortly to take you away. But you know, never mind. There is other things I want to talk about, but I think I'll just leave it there for now, and then I'll come back when I'm ready. But you know, but like, well, other than that, what I've just mentioned, like, I am not interested, right, in having a successful platform on YouTube. This work that I do, it's not for likes and subscribes. It's just to catalogue what you're doing, and it's passed on to the right people who's watching me, who's actually subscribed to me in the justice system, taking my work and validating it, you know, and keeping a catalogue. Like, I couldn't care less if I'm successful on YouTube or not, because at the end of the day, I'm not interested in being internet famous. I don't care at all. I'm more of an adventurer. I like to go and travel, visit places, and help people who need help without having to brag about it online. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm so fabulous. I do charity work and I'm going to post it online and boast about it. That's not the point in being charitable, or being a good Samaritan, if you will. The whole point of helping someone is to do it without the need for validation or praise, or having strangers commenting in the comment section, oh, you're so great, you're so fabulous, you help people. It's like, when I help people, I'm doing it out of the goodness of my heart. I'm not bothered about documenting it or cataloguing my charitable events. And when I eventually do overcome this bollocks and I get back what's rightfully mine, I will then be toddling off, and I'll be mainly silent on social media, because I'll be out doing good in the world without the need to be patted on the back, other than when I'll be talking about what's happened to me in my life, because that will be worth talking about, and that is going to be sort of like groundbreaking, because it's unheard of. Oh yes, and YouTube, just get ready for that class action lawsuit, and just get ready for your corporation to crumble, and you'll be very lucky if there is a platform to come back to after the scandal that will be exposed of what's been going on at your headquarters. And I don't know why, but I also believe that the revenue executive and a couple of CEOs are subscribed on a fake account on my channel, as well as family members and a whole bunch of freaks from the community who watch and constantly reporting, constantly shadow banning, constantly and trying to like create as many difficulties as possible. Doesn't matter, right? Is it going to deter me? No. It's going to incentivize me. Is it going to make me give up? No. It's going to make me push on stronger. Are you going to win? No. You're going to fall, because I already know the outcome, right? So you can do your little petty antics as much as you want, because at the end of the day, I don't care about monetizing my content. I don't care about being successful on that platform. I just don't care. I just want justice. I want what's mine, and then I'm going to go out in the world and I'm going to live my life according to mine and the Most High's design. All right, so I think I'll leave it there for now. Yeah, I'll leave it there for now, and I'll come back with an update. But we'll just pause for now. Yes, just one more thing before I go. Look, you cannot stop me from fulfilling my destiny, right? And the reason you can't stop me is because, yes, that's right, it's because I'm born to be free, to be me. Born to be free, baby. Born to be free. But on that note, I'll see you soon.
5 minutes later.
Well, it's come to my attention that the roly-poly, the fat controller, has been having an affair with either the boss from work or a co-worker from work, something like that. And you burned that person with your incurable STDs, and you have multiple of them. So I feel sorry for this lady or gentleman who will be on fire, burning like a ring of fire. So yes, so you've burned this person, whether it's your boss or work colleague, right? And he's been tested, or she's been tested. Oh, and the positive and the fuming. And they coming for you, fat controller. Yes. I mean, you're burning people left, right and centre. Okay? You're causing yourself so many problems. You're in debt to loan sharks. You have a big drug bill to pay off to your drug dealers. You have a business loan that you haven't used for a business from the HMRC, so they're or they are coming for you. You know what I mean? And all you can do, you and the other idiot and all the other idiots you've got, the remaining idiots that you've got on board, you're all heavily focused on me, when you do not realise that you have multiple people heavily focused on you, and they are baying for blood, your blood, and they're going to get their pound of flesh with gallons of blood. Let's not forget that you no longer have the resources you once had. You have abused your authority, you've abused your powers, right? You're jobless. Hey, fat controller, get a job, fatty bomb. So you're out of a job because you've been embezzling finances, which has been found out. And so you've been suspended from your job without pay, pending a further investigation. Now, we all know what you've done. What is it, 100, 200,000 pounds, maybe more, as well as the company business card, and it is a banking firm that you bank with or work for, and you have that to worry about, but still you focus all of your attention on me, you fat clown. And all of that set to one side, you are heavily under investigation for your fraudulent activity, the stealing of an inheritance, the taking out of a life insurance policy. I mean, who did you get to go to have the medical? Because it certainly wasn't me, that's for sure. I mean, this firm, this insurance firm that you went to take out this life insurance policy, what was it, with a bank or something like that? Are you all in on it? Are you all part of the secret child enthusiasts club? I think you are. So essentially, you've just doctored the paperwork without ever having a medical or ever having to go to... Oh, no, wait! Of course, that's it! The doctor, who is also part of the child enthusiasts club. You got him to fake documents as well as a death certificate for you to claim on this life insurance policy. Oh, my God. My word. And let's not forget about the fake businesses, the LLC companies that you've been setting up, and the export, import, shipping container company, as well as the stripper club, and the politician that you've woven into this that's turning a blind eye to these fake businesses that have been set up for allow you to launder money as well as evade paying your taxes, as well as stealing my identity to try and frame me for this tax evasion. Well, I've reported that, don't you worry, and you're under investigation from the HMRC, that's His Majesty's Revenues and Customs. So yes, so you've got all of that. Then of course there's the child porn online, there's the cybercrime with the fake accounts and stealing not my identity but many people's identities to catfish money out of people on the basis of you providing merchandise that doesn't exist. Oh, the list goes on, my dear. Then there's the Ponzi scheme. Yes, the Ponzi scheme. Yes, we all know about that one. And then there's the fake marriage. The fake marriage that you got that little Ukrainian ladyboy involved in by using my identity without my consent. Yes, let's not forget about that. Shall we, you fat two hats? Yes, and then, of course, not only did you do that, fraudulent marriage, then you also fraudulently doctored documents using a probate lawyer to make out that I'm incompetent and I've signed over the deeds to you for not for you to claim an inheritance. Well, that never happened. You did that without my consent. And then there's the forged signatures. And let's not forget child abduction and sex trafficking. Yes, and the underground tunnels. Yes, and then that's Luciferian church that you're part of, where you you're the part-timers, you're the Sunday worshippers, making pretend that you praise the Lord while all the while you're conspiring to rob people of their inheritances and plan people's murders. Oh yes, let's not forget bringing Lenny the Ladyboy over, the little Ukrainian hitman who failed miserably at the job paid for. Yes, let's not forget about that, shall we? Yes, and then the other hitmen you were hiring on the dark web, where you hired a policeman to take me out who was undercover. Yes, there's many of those in your circle that you're unaware of. But it just keeps going and going and fucking going and going. And then, let's not forget about your past murders that you have committed, as well as you being a black widow and an online prostitute, and you burning a variety of men and women throughout the region and God knows where else. But let's not forget about that body that you have in storage under someone else's name, so it's not attached to you. Let's not forget about that one, shall we? Oh yes, you think I didn't know about that one? Yes, you have a dead body in storage under someone else's name, so it doesn't come back to you. Well, that's fucked that up for you, hasn't it? Yes. And, yes, there's just generally just a lot of shit that you have done that I remember. And if I'm hearing this correctly, your work colleagues, ex-work colleagues, because you're not going back to that job, that's for fucking sure, your ex-work colleagues have also uncovered your online account for being a prostitute, where you sell yourself. Oh yes, they know about that. Well, it's either you or the little Ukrainian ladyboy, but one thing's for sure, they have found the webpage. And they know about your seedy nighttime proclivities of you selling yourself, the big, rotund prostitute that you are. So not only have you got all of that other shit, everybody's talking about you being a prostitute. And, again, if I'm not mistaken, while you were working at your job, you were using your work computer to track me using GPS, which they will find in the history. Yes, but not only that, there's also history of you being at your place of work on the work PC, being a child enthusiast. I mean, of all places you could do something as grotesque and repulsive as that, seen as that you're a fucking grown woman past your 50s. You thought you would chat up young children online while you're at work on a work desktop PC. Fucking idiot.
Right.
Look, it's like this, right? You really need to just sit the fuck down, right? Focus on who's going to be coming to fucking do you in, alright? Because you've pissed off a lot of people with your fucking lies and bullshit and your empty promises. Because let's face it, you can't deliver the goods. You're a liar, you're bad at promising things, you've always been the same throughout the length of time I've known a fucking idiot like you, regrettably, you know. But you owe a lot of fucking cheddar, and you haven't got nothing to pay off that cheddar. And you've got yourself involved with some fucking dark individuals who can do dangerous fucking shit to you, right? So you better start being vigilant and look around you and stop fucking watching me, or it's game over for you soon. I mean, there are other bits and bobs that I keep picking up on. Like, you know what I mean? I'm starting to spend a lot of time just out in nature, on my bike, going for walks. I'm starting to watch YouTube less, and I'm starting to channel my own shit. right? That's why I'm coming back and doing these little quick recordings, okay? Because it's almost time for you to go down. So that's either go down with the justice system, or you're going to go in the ground on a landfill site in the middle of nowhere, or maybe in a hole that's been dug out for you, especially for you, you know, like you're planning for me, by some very dark and dangerous fucking gangsters or mobsters or whatever you want to call it, that you got yourself involved in, what you made all the promises to that you can't deliver on. Yes, you. Or if you or any of the other fucking clowns, right, think that you can come back with a limp dick apology after all you fucking done to me behind my back, well, this is what I've got to say to you, right? You know that apology that you've been thinking about making, that disingenuous apology that means fucking nothing because you're only sick you got caught. You don't regret what you've done to us, and I couldn't give a fuck about you, right? Whether you live or die makes no difference to me. I just want to see the back of you and you out of my life, right? But what you need to do with this apology is write it down on a piece of paper, right? Get it all out, everything you want to say, write it down on a piece of paper. Then fold that piece of paper, right, into a tiny little square. Then get a matchstick and roll the paper over the matchstick, right? And then what you do is you put a little tiny band around that piece of paper that's rolled up, right? And then you take it and shove it as far up your fucking arse as you can get it. I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to associate myself with you. You are beneath me in terms of who you are and what you've done and what you're prepared to do and the lengths you're prepared to go to win at all costs, but only ever failing miserably. I want nothing to do with you. I will never associate myself with you or any other you fucking clowns ever again. That and the fact that you're under investigation and you're going down soon. Why the fuck would I want to associate myself with a bunch of fucking low-life scum like you? So no. Right? Don't come back. I don't care whether you live or fucking die. I'm not helping you. I'm not doing anything for you, right? Not a fucking thing. Because you're all guilty as charged and you're going down for the rest of your life, and I'll be happy. Taking into consideration that you and Lenny the Ladyboy are riddled with incurable STDs, you both are rotten from inside it with all kinds of ailments and illnesses, you're both heavy alcoholics, you're both heavy drug addicts, and the likelihood of you making it to the end of this year will be a miracle. But especially to you, fat controller, I have this to say. But before I say it, I'm just letting you know that I'm going regional. What I will say will be fast, will be furious, and if you're not from the northeast, the likelihood is you won't understand a single fucking word that I've said. But to you, fat controller, is going to go on the way further though. And when all is said and done, this is Nightfly 777 signing off.